Okay, heading out with the BushCat here. Got a couple of missions on one video here. We started out in the morning, wind howling. Hopped her off. You can see the wind just rocking us around. But headed over to Farmer Bob's, and you don't really think about it, but the new technology is taking over farming, and I want you to look how straight these rows are. It's literally GPS steering the tractor straight from one end to the other. So I want to drag the field because I can land here. It's certainly not, oh, there's a fence right there. Glad I took a look at that. In any case, Farmer Bob tedding the straw up here. You can see the dust and the wind blowing it. So a little bit later we go back and you'll notice that the shadows are pointing the other way. So it's a little bit later in the day, and the boys have got over there with the balers, and they're getting this baled up. And as you know, Farmer Bob bales it, and they turn the bales a quarter turn, drop them on the ground. And I did this on purpose. That straw sticking up, that little patch there, I didn't want to get the propeller in it till I got a look at it, and that's why I was so close to that bale right there. Looked like I was going to hit it, but I was on purpose over there close to it so that I wouldn't get the prop in that straw till I got a look at it. As it turns out, it's certainly short enough, and I got prop clearance enough. Next time I land, I'll go right through it. But taxied down. Farmer Bob had the machine he picks the bales up with out, and he wasn't here just this moment. So I circled around and got a little video. Got a little video of the boys baling here. We got a couple of good-sized John Deere tractors, and this one's got a John Deere baler on it. And you see it just flipping that bale off to the side there. And down the field a little farther, we've got another good-sized John Deere tractor and a New Holland baler. And you can see the dust, the wind blowing the dust. It was pretty windy. So, well, we taxied down the end of the field, and we'll go see if we can find Farmer Bob with the machine that picks the bales up. So we circled around, put the power to it, and took off again. And we're just gonna make a trip around and wait till we find Farmer Bob with the bale retrieval machine there. So hopped off and flew around the corner, and nice big fields there. But here's Bob with that machine picking the bales up. I said, you know, let me stay over here next to the woods, away from that machine, because I'm coming up behind him, and I don't want to startle him. He knew I was coming, but you see this time we go right through that little patch of straw because I knew that the prop wouldn't hit it. But he's got a full load on that machine, and he says it'll pick up 160 bales. Of course, you got it all in a cube, and the tractor machine is roadworthy, so you just take it right over the storage barn and hydraulically push it right off. So shut the airplane off, jumped out, and Farmer Bob and I visited along there for a minute. You know, he was telling me about that unit and how 160 bales. That's a lot of bales. Saves a lot of work, that machine right there. But he said Eric Hoage was over on Sun Road. So I says, well, I'll let you get back to work, and kind of just stood by a minute so that they get by with the tractor and the baler, because they had this field all baled up and they were heading across the road there, that one big field I showed you first part of the video. But got that tractor and baler out of the way, and clear prop, fired it up, and we start down the field, and you can see we're just finishing up the last of the baling the last of the straw in this field. So and he's got the one row picked up and got quite a bit more to go. So I didn't want to hold him up, but always good to visit with Farmer Bob. And like I said, we're taxiing down to the other end because the wind was blowing. He's actually all done baling too. He was heading up through So we taxied down the other end. You can see the fence there by the cemetery. And I got a nice wide runway here, and put the throttle to it. And of course it only takes just a few seconds. You're flying. It's probably a good thing because I wasn't paying attention. Those bales are right in the middle of where I was using for a runway. I'd have had to scoot off to the right there. But in any case, fly it around the corner here again. And we headed over on Sun Road, which is literally right out there in front of the airplane. And there's Eric down there. You see, he'd been bailing for a while too. Got that machine that leaves it in clumps of 12. I landed over there earlier in the year. And as I was turning, I noticed the tractor right there, lower left corner of the frame, is what they picked those 12 bale bundles up with and put it on the wagon left side of the frame there, coming down through. So we got Farmer Bob, we got Eric Hoage. I'm heading home, and the neighbor is out here in the field raking hay. So I said, well, let me go over and give him a wave so that he knows that I'm landing. I hate to land over the top of him and scare him, So he knew I was coming. I circled around and gave him a lot of room. And you can see I'm not quite lined up with the runway, but that's all right. I was carrying just a little more speed because of the wind. And we get down here and line it up with the runway. And I like to take it up on that little flat spot. We're using quite a bit of runway right here that I could land shorter, but right here we just grease it on just as nice. Geez, I hope you enjoyed the ride to Farmer Bob's today.